Can we get to Gerry Hamilton
Yes, sir.
from On3 Sports? Of course, he's the Senior Recruiting Analyst. We apologize, G-Man, for the phone issue we had. We got you locked in now. How are you, buddy?
What's up, Jerry?
I'm great, man. I'm battling Houston traffic, trying to keep all my fingers pointed in the same direction right now. So
yeah, leave that middle finger
one of
down.
those
Leave that
mornings
middle
on the
finger
road.
down. Hey, on the road now. In a short time we apologize that we had a phone glitch. We had to reset. But give me your thoughts on the roadmap for Texas the next 7 days. The open window begins on Wednesday of next week, December 20th. We know Kobe Black, the kid from Waco, will commit today. Give us your roadmap of the next 7 days for the Longhorns.
Yeah, Steve Sarkisian and the staff are crisscrossing the country, making in-home visits. Steve Sark and those guys are in Houston today. I'm actually headed to Trey Owens, the quarterback, signing ceremony, which is about 8:45. I know he has an in-home with Sark tonight, and then Nate Kibble and Jordan Washington, two other commitments. But, Kobe Black announces his decision at 4:30 at Waco Connolly today. Look, if that's not Texas, I'm going to start covering water polo recruiting or something. That's all I got to say about that. Texas has been the favorite for a long time there, and I'd just be very surprised. Then there's Xavier Filsaime, the safety out of McKinney, ranked number 33 in the country, first guy outside five-star status. Florida, I believe, is in home with him today. That'd be Billy Napier, the new D-backs coach, Will Harris, and D coordinator Austin Armstrong. I know Blake Gideon's back in home with him this week, and he's scheduled to officially visit this weekend. And Florida's going to fight to keep that kid from making that visit because the dad will come down with him from McKinney, and the mom's scheduled to fly in from Orlando for that official visit. So that's not good news for Florida if all that happens, more than likely. And then Texas is battling to get Ty Anthony Smith on campus, the four-star linebacker out of Jasper, committed to A&M. I was told yesterday morning he had his official visit locked in. Then yesterday afternoon, maybe A&M got him to have second thought, so leaning to not taking it. That's kind of where we're at right now, Aaron and Roddy. Rod's been through it. That's this time of year, a lot of pressure on these top kids with signing day 7 days away.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you got the transfer portal, which is also pretty hyped up right now, Jerry. Give me your thoughts on Texas right now, what they're emphasizing, prioritizing in the transfer portal, what players are on their radar right now.
Matthew Golden, the wide receiver from Houston, high school teammate at Klein Kane of Jaden Blue. He officially went in the portal yesterday afternoon. Texas will be very much in the mix there. Texas is either the favorite or right there for Trey Moore, the edge outside linebacker from UTSA. He was on campus in Austin last weekend, met with Sark. He had an in-home with Ohio State Monday and Alabama last night. He's scheduled to visit Ohio State this weekend. I think it's one of those two. Alabama hasn't extended an offer as of yesterday afternoon to him. So it's one of those two. So wide receiver, safety, if somebody pops in. A name to remember, the D lineman from University of Houston, Jamari Caldwell, jumped in the portal yesterday. He's originally from Newberry, South Carolina. He's a guy Texas will have interest in. We'll see if that interest is reciprocated or if he wants to head back east where he's from. But Texas is also looking at linebacker if the right guy pops up. So that in tight end, Holden Stays, a kid out of Atlanta area that Texas recruited. Jeff Banks went hard after out of high school. He went to Notre Dame. He's in the portal. Texas may get a visit there. I know Tennessee is going to be involved for sure there. So we'll have to see which direction that goes. So that's really what they're looking at in the portal early on. Now, late in the spring, if they can find a punter, that's a possibility. I still think there'll be 5 to 7 guys out of the portal end up at Texas.
In this cycle right here while it's open for 30 days starting December the 4th. Hey, Jerry, real quick, we talked last night, Ron and I did, on the On Texas Football channel with Parker Livingstone. He told us he'll be practicing with Texas after he signs next Wednesday, which is unprecedented. Tell us about this rule that allows players like Parker and maybe Ryan Wingo, if they get their school done, that they can practice as the Longhorns prep for the Washington game.
Yeah, if they've been – these guys that are early enrollees, they fill out their admissions paperwork months in advance if they're on top of their game, right? So they've already been admitted to the University of Texas or wherever they're going. So once they finish up their high school work and it's done, and they get their final paperwork from high school, their final transcripts, and they're officially a graduate from high school, they can sign scholarship, grant, and aid papers, and they can practice with the team in bowl practices. Now, they can't play in a game because they've never attended a class at the University of Texas, but they can practice with the team. If they've graduated from high school, I believe there's 4 guys that are planning on doing that. Parker Livingstone, Ryan Wingo, Christian Clark, and Jordan Johnson-Rebel, all possibilities to do that. So the guys that are really thinking and they're ahead of the game and they got all their paperwork done, and they want to come get practices in, they can do it as long as the coaching staff is okay with that. And if you're a coaching staff, why wouldn't you be? And, you know, a 5th one that was looking at it was DeAndre Robinson, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's playing in the U.S. Army Bowl in Dallas, has practices there this weekend, and the game's Monday. And he's planning to just come to Austin after that, so he may not even go back home to Orlando for a while. But I don't think he's going to take part in the practices.
Hey, Gerry, we were talking earlier with E about what's happening at Oklahoma. They're losing some offensive linemen via the transfer portal. And right now, they're projecting 0 returning starters on the O-line. I know you're pretty plugged in. You got any info on what's happening at Oklahoma? You know,
I don't like specifics on that. I know some of the guys, a couple of those guys will probably be off to the NFL, right? But I got to tell you, man, that is not the place you want to be headed into the SEC, having to replace all 5 starters. So I haven't heard anything specifically on what's going on. Obviously, a couple of those guys are headed to the NFL.
Yeah, we will keep an eye on that. Yeah, all 5 starters and a sophomore quarterback who's never been a starting quarterback into the SEC next year for Brett Venables.
Welcome to the SEC.
Yeah, whereas Texas should have all their starters back but one, and Quinn Ewers likely back. Gerry, appreciate it, man. You're headed out to Cy-Fair, so be careful on 290. You know, tell Sark hi if you see him there. And my buddy Shane Rink, he's a defensive line coach there at Cypress Fairbanks. Good buddy of mine in high school.
Absolutely, Shane Rink and his son will be there watching the ceremony today. That I guarantee you. And my son goes to Cy-Fair, so he's got a little pressure on him today that he's actually at school and in class, but he doesn't know I'm about to be there.
Oh, that's
Dad's
always fun.
Surprise visit from Dad. All right, buddy, be careful.
Yeah,
there it is.
My son Jessek's getting an in-school visit today. How about that? Not in home, in school.
Thank you, G. Drive safely, my friend. Thank you.
All right, G.
All right, man. Later.
There's Gerry Hamilton. Yeah, headed out to Cy-Fair up 290. How about that? You remember if you ever saw your parents at school, you'd be like,
oh, freaking out.
Oh, wow.
No,
what is going on?
Especially
if unannounced.
His son is not going to be happy about this. He's not going to be pleased, man. You don't want to see your parents. I don't know. I need you to text me, at least let me know that you are coming, so I can get myself ready. Yeah. Oh, ain't no telling what I could be doing when you roll up on me at the school.
Right? Working my game over
exactly. Here. You don't know what I'm going to be doing, man. Like,
oh,
no,
man.
I need to know ahead of time.